Hello and welcome to the Legacy Crusaders YouTube channel. This is Benji, and today I'm joined by Winter Kills. Say what up.
What's up? What's going on?
Alright, so if you're not familiar with Winter Kills, he is a streamer and YouTuber, and I will link his information below in the description as well as up above in the iCard. It'll be everywhere across this video. You're going to show us how to play Block BA today.
Yes, that's the plan.
Alright, cool. We're doing a quick card by card. If you're not familiar with the series, what happens is an expert with a deck shares their deck list, tells us how to play it out on YGO Pro, so I'm in control of the cards, but he's going to have to tell me what to do, and as a competent Yu-Gi-Oh player, so I claim, I will ask the questions hopefully you, the audience, would ask as well. If you want to know what the cards do, you could probably check out one of your many deck profiles and test hand videos that you have on your channel. But otherwise, we're just going to run down what they are, and then we're going to get started. So first, we have 3 Block Dragons. 1 Gizmek Orochi, the Serpentron Sky Slasher. 1 Destrudo, the Lost Dragon's Frisian. 1 Giant Rex. 3 Gigantis. 1 Fossil Dyna, Pekka whatever. 1 Rescue Ferret. 1 Seer Millbranch of the Burning Abyss. Burning Abyss. I'll take 2, excuse me. 1 Seer Mill. Whoops. Haven't done that in a while.
All good.
Alright. 1 Seer Millbranch of the Burning Abyss. 1 Psychic Tracker. 2 Mathematician. 1 Fiendish Rhino Warrior. 2 Gillosaurus. 1 Libic Millbranch of the Burning Abyss. 2 Danger Tsuchinoko. 1 Crusadia Leonis. 1 copy of Edge Imp Sabers. Get your Lost Arts today.
Oh, yeah.
1 Graph Millbranch of the Burning Abyss. 2 Tour Guide from the Underworld. 1 Sangan. 1 Scrap Recycler. 3 copies of Gallus the Star Beast. 1 Psychic Weed Dealer, I think you like to call it.
Yep.
Oh, man, it's a great name. 2 Danger Jackalope. 1 copy of Sea Archiver. 1 Mecha Phantom Beast O-Lion. 1 Glow Up Bulb. 1 Dot Scaper. Scraper? 1 Dot Scaper. Yeah, it says it differently in the image versus the actual game. 1 copy of Sekka's Light and 1 Foolish Burial. In the extra deck we have 1 Naturia Beast, 1 Dingirsu, Orchest of the Evening Star, 1 Leviar the Sea Dragon, 1 Dante, Traveler of the Burning Abyss, 1 Mech Knight Crusadia Avramax, 1 Borosword Dragon, 2 Saryuja Skulldread, 1 Appaloosa Bow of the Goddess, 1 Blackluster Soldier of Chaos, 1 Curious the Lightsworn Dominion, 1 Nightmare Phoenix, 1 Nightmare Cerberus, Chreubini, Ebon Angel of the Burning Abyss, Linger Rebo, and we're siding 3 copies of Kumungus, the Sticky String Kaiju, 2 Fantastical Dragon Phantasme, 1 Nightmare Griffin, 2 copies of Lightning Storm, 3 Dark Ruler No More, 3 Evenly Matched, and an Imperial Order.
Mm-hmm.
So you've been playing this deck for a bit, right?
Yeah, I've been playing it maybe since like November of last year, maybe a little earlier than that.
That's a pretty long time. I know originally when I asked you to do this, you were saying like, oh, maybe there are better experts. I'm like, you've been playing it for a while. You've been succeeding at your locals, and we don't all get to go to every regional that exists. So I'm sure you're more than competent and capable of going through this deck with us.
Yeah, I feel that way. I've been able to learn a lot from some of the people that I've learned from to play this deck are like people like Ryan Fletcher, who's the person that I got the idea to play the deck this way from, because I'm pretty sure he's the guy that sort of like invented this style of BA, and then I just sort of took from his his footsteps and turned it into what I have today, sort of my own sort of take on it, I guess, even though it's pretty similar to what he would play, I would imagine, but I feel pretty confident in my abilities to pilot the deck and things like that. So
Looks good to me. It doesn't look like it can vary too much if you're gonna go this monster heavy.
yeah.
Like, is there anything that we're not playing here that other people might play?
Yes, most notably is the malicious Destiny Hero malicious with the fabled Solkius. People like to play that engine obviously to make Beatrice, because hard making Beatrice is pretty nice with 2 level 6s, because it's an instant extender for the deck. You can use Rhino Warrior to send the fabled Solkius to the graveyard, and then give yourself 2 discard outlets. Discard something like Glow Bulb or Sea Archiver, whatever it may be. But the problem is that it adds greatly to the power level of the deck, but does nothing in terms of consistency. I've tried the engine for on and off for a few months, and every time I try it, it just ends up, resulting in too many brick hands, drawing too many mallees, drawing the Sulkiest at the wrong time. And I just don't think it's needed. I think it's just more of a win more package that will, in some cases, result in more bricks than, actual decent plays where you can pull off the full combo. And other than that, I mean, I'm not playing Beatrice in the extra deck. Some people play it as a plan B for Farfa, but I feel like if you have to make Beatrice, you're already in a losing position anyways. And it allowed me to cut Farfa out of the main deck so I could get down to 40 cards. I was trying to play above 40, which some people do, to sort of space out the BA monsters to make it less likely to draw them. But I value seeing cards like Mathematician and Tour Guide, some of the best starters in the entire deck, hands down. Versus potentially drawing some of the brickier cards like Olion, Graph, Seer, Libic, whatever it may be. So I just prefer to run a clean 40. But other than that, that's really about it.
All right, and our goal is go first, build a board, and hope our opponent can't do anything.
Absolutely. Hope they don't have Dark Ruler, no more Lightning Storm.
Okay. Yeah, I mean all that stuff. Anyways, let's get into some games. So we're gonna play for about an hour. You got the time, right?
Yep.
All right, looks like our first opponent will be Mark, 91. All right, we've lost the dice roll. We could play going second, right?
Yeah.
This hand looks pretty solid. We have a starter.
It's not too bad. Yep.
We've got some rocks.
Mm-hmm.
We technically have enough to resolve a Block Dragon to search.
Yep. The reason I like Scrap Recycler too, instead of going with 3 Mathematician, is because Scrap Recycler can be drawn mid-combo and summoned off Saryuja to be able to send something like Gizmek, which is really nice, and also start your combo if need be.
Okay.
Harpies.
It starts the combo by sending O-Lion, which gives you level 3 token, even though O-Lion's level 2, right?
Yeah. Hysteric Sign.
Well, as long as he doesn't have that trap card that negates everything, we should be okay.
Oh my god, Featherstorm, I hate that card.
That card is ridiculous.
It is bonkers, dude.
Good thing they can't search Harpy's Feather Duster with it.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay. I know they can make rank 4s pretty easily, so if he blinds Dweller, I won't blame him for that, but luckily Block Dragon doesn't care too much about Dweller as far as its summoning condition is concerned, so that's it. Alright, so we draw a Graph. That's not terrible. So I'd start by normal summoning the Scrap Recycler here.
This also doesn't tell him what we're playing.
Yeah. Send that O-Line to the grave. Then we'll use that effect, get that token. If he doesn't have a response, no called buys.
Well, I mean, if he had Feather... Oh.
There's a call buy. That's
Speaking of.
And then from here, we'll just follow up with the Gallus.
Please don't be the one spell. Okay.
Bad. And then just link into Chreubini.
Now I notice we've drawn one of our Garnets.
Yeah, so from here, we're just going to basically send Libic instead. Actually, I would send Rhino Warrior first to get an additional Earth here, and then use that to send Libic.
Alright, so we play one Rhino just to get Earths at the same time as resolving the BA stuff.
Mm-hmm. It's also a good card to summon off of a Tour Guide, potentially. And then we'll use that to summon out the Graph. Now, we don't have another level 3 here to get to Dante, unfortunately. But if he doesn't really have anything else, this is just like a simple Boral Sword OTK. So we could probably just link, or not link yet, but summon the Gigantes here by banishing the Gila in the graveyard. Doesn't really make a difference. And then we can link off all these for Boral Sword. And then just, we could use Graph here to summon Seer and bring back the Chreubini.
Free link 2s are always nice.
Yep. And that'll just auto-destroy itself, bring back the Chreubini.
It'd be nice to be able to bring back something with more attack points.
Yeah. And then just Block Dragon. I think we should still have 3 Earths in our graveyard.
We do have 3.
Yeah, and then we'll just banish all the level 3s.
Oh, wow, we have way more than I thought. Oh, the one in our hand can also be used.
One in the hand does count too, yep.
Yeah, I think I found that out the hard way once. That's my roommate. Alright, attack per game.
Yep. Featherstorm.
Or Ogre. I mean,
yeah.
Definitely had my Boral Sword Ogre before. Oh, this probably does something and I didn't read it. Uh-oh. Okay, we could probably still do it.
Yeah.
I think it
When in
destroys.
doubt, just keep attacking. And then yeah, 500.
No point.
Yeah,
All right, get wrecked, Mark.
easy as that.
All right, so we're playing against Harpies. Should we play Feather Duster?
Um, this is interesting. I mean, we could. I imagine he's gonna go first again. I don't think he's gonna make us go second or go first. If he really knows what our deck does. So we could side Lightning Storms in easily. And drop out the Foolish, or not the Foolish. We could leave the Foolish and drop the Sekka, drop a Gilasaurus, and drop the Sangan as well, if we need to. And then we could also put in probably a Phantasme, since he does Link a little bit.
At least a little.
Yeah, and I don't think that's all we really need to. We don't really need to put anything else other than that. I think that'll be fine.
All right, let's let it rock.
And sometimes if I'm playing against if I was fearing maybe he would make us go first and siding in something like Super Poly or Dark Ruler, which I don't think he's probably going to. That's when you could side in something like Griffin and Imperial Order and, try to set up those shenanigans.
All right.
Harpy Chandler.
So he gets to summon the sisters, I guess. Get that brick out of his deck.
Someone of my locals actually plays Harpies every now and then. Deck doesn't really do
You
much.
mentioned on your stream that, no, someone was buying Sisters of the Rose. No, my roommate was doing something with that. Never mind. What the hell was
what is this? Imduk. Harpy Oracle. So that's a level 7, so he can't make Dweller.
7
I know there's some
a dragon.
level modification things this deck can do to make a rank 7.
Well, it's supposed to be Harpy's Channeler pitch to summon Harpy's Pet Dragon out of the deck. Oh, because it's level 7, he could use the Perfumer's effect to search 2 cards instead of 1.
Oh, okay.
That's an interesting little thing.
Yeah, I think the first time I played against this deck, I made the mistake of ashing an Egotist way back, like last year, and then he had another one because I didn't know it was not a once per turn.
A lot of these decks only play one because they can fish it out of the graveyard with Hysteric Sign. But when all your monsters are named Harpy Lady and they all let you trigger Elegant Egotist, I guess it's better than that.
So he's making Bagooska instead of Dweller, which is interesting.
Well, we actually play an out for that. I don't know if we can get to it, but we play one. That helps.
Yeah, that definitely does help. Well, I would start by normal summoning the Rhino Warrior, since we won't get too much value out of normal summoning Mathematician, since they'll just get turned to defense. And then we can just follow up with the Weed Dealer himself.
We can make a Cerberus to pop that, or we can try and do some stuff with Chreubini, I guess.
Let's see here. Yeah, that's like, I feel like, yeah, let's make Chreubini here first, since our graveyard is still live, because then we can make a possible rank 3 play as well. So we'll let the if he has a response for the Rhino Warrior, or maybe he'll have Solemn Judgment for our Chreubini. Who knows?
Well, either way, we should get something out of this. We'll either get Chreubini to resolve,
or strike.
Okay. Well, Rhino,
so we'll use that to send. We use it to send. Let's see here. Oh, he's got Ash too. All right then.
Well, we don't have much.
No, we do not.
I think we're in a passing spot here.
Yeah. We could summon the Gigantes here, but he's just gonna run it over anyways, so we might as well just pass and hope he doesn't make Utopia double next turn.
I don't care if he makes Utopia double as long as you don't have a monster on the board, because if you use...
Oh yeah, he does need a... Yeah, we need a monster, yeah.
You still make it 5,000.
Yes, put it into attack position.
You fool. You've fallen into our trap.
What does Bagooska do while it's in attack? What
Can't be targeted.
Can't be targeted? Okay.
Yeah, that's not a very threatening effect.
No.
Be really funny if he just, like, puts it in defense with some other card effect, though.
We draw Block Dragon off the top. Not bad. So, Mathematician here, I think, is the best bet.
It's definitely the only real normal summon here. We're not going to normal summon Leonis.
And since we already burned our Chreubini, the typical play I might make here would probably be to dump the Giant Rex. And that way we can try to get into Curious. I think it was at the very beginning.
Oh, I missed it. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's first card.
Mm-hmm. And then summon Giant Rex, or summon Gigantes by banishing the Giant Rex. And that should give us a Rock, a Spellcaster, and a Dinosaur. And
you're not going to strike Giant Rex, are you?
I would hope not. I mean, if he does, he does.
All right.
All right. And we'll just go right into Curious and see what he has for that.
What's our desirable send here?
Because
we have block already.
Yeah, we do have Block Dragon. So I'm thinking Glow Up Bulb could be interesting. The Gizmak could be interesting too to make Dingirsu. Let's go with. There's so many options. That's what I think I love about this deck. There's just so many options. Let's go with Gizmak. I like making Dingirsu. Dingirsu is such a powerful card. And then we'll get those 3 bonus mills. Unless he's going to strike this.
Well, really, I mean, if he didn't strike the summon, then he's giving us any card in our graveyard back to our hand.
Yeah.
Like Chreubini. Then we could do the whole combo anyway.
Yep. Call by. Okay.
I think I will activate it.
Yeah, we'll do that.
This guy's got to stop call buying all our stuff.
Yeah. Let's see what we got in the graveyard here. So let's go ahead and summon Leonis. And then we can just summon out a Block Dragon as well. And then we'll banish, the Giant Rex. Not the Giant Rex, we'll leave that in the grave. The Gigantes, and then we can banish the Rhino Warrior,
Yeah, just stuff that doesn't, that we could use next turn. We'll leave it there.
Now here, we'll just, since he doesn't, I was gonna say, we could just go into Cerberus, like pop pop his Link, or no, we can't pop the Baguza since it's attack, but we could have made like Phoenix, pop the field spell per se, and then resolve Block Dragon's effect, and then like make Avermax with the Curious and the Phoenix, then make Ding, and then send his one of his other monsters and just push for a lot of damage at that point. That's probably what I would follow up with doing. Or you could even probably make Borosword too and just bring back Block Dragon because that card's fair and balanced.
Yeah, super fair. It'd be a little more fair if you couldn't summon it by banishing cards from hand. I definitely fell victim to that a couple times. Mm-hmm. All right, let's get into another game, hopefully against something a little bit higher tier than Harpies. Maybe I should start putting notes like this will be on YouTube, and then maybe people will bring crazier stuff, better or worse.
Oh, we get to go first. Nice.
Oh, cool, we get to do the combo. Do we have the combo, or do we gotta rely on Tsuchinoko to get us there?
Let's see. Yeah,
Suchi?
Let's start with the snack. Yeah.
Let's go, Suchi.
Let's see if Gigantes wants to troll my hand enough today.
That gets us somewhere.
Terrible. Yeah, let's normal Leonis. Yeah, we have to normal Leonis here, unfortunately.
At least we could actually special the Libic to do some stuff.
Yep. And if we had, per se, like something like Gallus or the Psychic monsters in our hand, we could actually follow up with that.
Our side doesn't matter right now, right?
Yeah, no. I usually do it from the right, but it doesn't make too big of a difference.
I'll try and move that way.
We can dump just the I wouldn't dump Rhino here since we don't entirely need it. I would just go straight for Graph for Seer. But if we had another level 3 extender to start, then we could normal Ferret, and then Ferret would just be pretty crazy at this point.
We normal already, so
yeah. But if we can get into Saryuja, then we can summon it off Saryuja and summon out Dotscaper, Glow Up Bulb, and the Giant Rex. But he has that good old Ash Blossom. So, interestingly enough, I think at this point, we probably just pass. I mean, it's a rough opening double Gigantes alongside Ferret as well. I mean, we could special the Libic and special the Gigantes and then make like Cerberus and then make an Avermax, or we could make an Appaloosa. I guess it's better than nothing.
I think the Avermax might be the play.
Yeah, we can do that.
Then we can just normal ferret next turn and do some stuff with it.
Because unless he's playing a deck like Orcust, he'll have a pretty hard time getting over this. Because Avermax is usually a pretty tough card to deal with for most decks.
Use the Cerberus to get an Earth Engrave?
Yep. Plan B right into the old Avermax.
Plan B used to be Baguska. Conveniently, his name started with that, so it was helpful.
Yep. I used to do Beatrice, so like that was also the plan B, but oh boy, zombies. Love this deck.
There is a chance he can out us with... I don't think Ballardrock targets.
No, it does not. Had that happen to me the other week at locals when I played against this deck. The one time he was able to like make any sort of play against me was when he was able to just to clear the Avermax, but then like the following turn I made an Appaloosa and he couldn't do anything from there. But I guess it's good that, like, even if we did get to go first with even a very, very subpar opening, that we don't have to like fall victim to Rivalry and Zombie World, because that's always fun to deal with. And there's the Ballardrock.
Well, if he can't activate it as another zombie, he can't get rid of it at the moment. Although I guess he can just link these into Vampire Sucker and then it'll come back.
Or Needle Fiber. Or Halky Fibrax, whatever it's called now.
Yeah, Halky Fibrax. What a stupid name.
Yeah, seriously.
Must
be nice.
Oh, we're a zombie.
Yep. Yeah, we're definitely going to use that.
Yeah, I mean, we have to send the cards that are currently on the board.
Yeah. A lot of good options. If we get rid of Zombie World, he can't bring back Ballardrock, so...
But he's summoning one from deck now, but I do think that is the right play. Yeah. But if we summon Ballardrock, we're taking... we're not dead.
No, we're not dead.
And his cards aren't quick play anymore.
Yeah, I say we could get rid of the Zombie World.
Yeah, I don't know if he
has... He's already used Banshee, too, at this point, so he can't use that again, I don't think.
Oh, cool. That also prevented him from getting Ballardrock, because it wouldn't go to the field. It would have gone to his hand. So he got Jack Bow Lantern. Did he not attack?
Smooth. I guess not. And we draw Scrap Recycler.
That's a good draw, I think.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Let's see here. So Chreubini already in the graveyard. So let's go with, obviously start with the Scrap Recycler here. And at this point, we have two options. The first being O-Lion, which gets us into a generic Link 2, which can make Cerberus, but let's see, he's going to summon Shooting Riser Dragon. Okay. Let's send Gizmek here.
Yeah. It'd be nice to get a Zeroboros in this extra deck.
Yeah, I've been thinking about adding in. It's just the space as of late has been very, very tight. Sends another Banshee. Let's just let's go for Gizmek. See what he does. There's a level 3. Then we can just go into battle phase and force the synchro out of the way.
Well, he's just trying to get access to his Ballardrock coming back from the graveyard.
And then main phase 2, we could possibly make Cerberus, and then just clear the... Well, we're out of Cerberus,
used it for this.
Yeah, that's fine. And then I guess we'll just pass, since we have 8,000 life still, since he didn't attack us last turn.
That helps. I think we're in trouble, though. Well, I don't know what he waited for. He missed his standby phase.
Now he can revive anything out of either graveyard.
Want an Avermax?
Feel free to take it. Glow Up Ball for Mizuki. This guy's got everything, man. Must be nice.
Well, he can Mizuki into his Gozuki, and then send something to grave with Gozuki, and then make a Nat Beast.
Oh yeah. Which Nat Beast would be hilarious. Because watch, we would top deck the one of the two spells, one of the two spells that we play.
Well, I mean, that's why we play them, so we can top deck them when they can't be played.
Yeah. Did he must have accidentally not used the effect of... Or no, he doesn't have any links in his grave. That's funny.
Oh, that is funny.
Oh no, he does have... Wait, no, Need Fiber is banished, right? Yeah.
It banishes itself. It's part of its effect. This thing does something weird when it battles.
It can like attack again or something.
It makes a token that steals
That's
your
right.
attack.
That's right.
If the monster makes it to the end board. It also zeroed us out, so it can attack through us again, which is kind of cool. I like that it makes it so you can attack through the same monster twice.
Yeah. A little bit of burn damage to yourself, or not to yourself, but a little bit of damage over the Gizmek, and then you get the well.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, this guy's been. He was actually playing really bad. I actually don't think that game was worth showcasing so much.
Yeah.
All right, let's get another game against somebody who's slightly better. You know, like Harpies. I consider always writing in the notes like that we're like 10-0, just to like see if it'll like inspire someone to try really hard.
That's how you invite the Mystic Mind Burn players.
Yeah, that too.
All right, this hand is absurd. I would start with Tour Guide.
The Hand Trap Magnet. Let's go.
And they better have it, but they don't, so we'll go for Sangan.
Oh, man.
Sangan is great because it's like makes Tour Guide a true one-card combo. Let's go into Chreubini. That's going to search us Gilasaurus and then basically turns off the downside of
Gilasaurus already.
Yeah, but we can add multiples, so that's fine.
But isn't there a secondary card also worth getting? Like,
yeah, we can grab Leonis too if we wanted.
I guess Gilasaurus is better off early game, right?
Yeah.
There it is.
There it is. Then here we'll use Chreubini to dump Libic to get the graph out of her hand. If he doesn't have Droll Knockbird. Okay, that's all right.
That could be a little annoying, right?
Yeah, it can be. So that's going to stop Saryuja, obviously. But we can still possibly get access to Block Dragon via Curious. So we'll just have to see what our mills get us into. So I would still use Chreubini here to send Libic and then dump summon the graph from our hand. Still get pretty far into the deck with Dante and friends. He won't have the luxury of getting his Droll Knockbird back now when we summon our Gila, so that's nice.
Special Gila?
Yep. And then we'll just make Dante best rank 3 ever printed, probably. And then we'll detach the graph and see what happens.
So the graph will special the Seer.
Yep. And then what's in our graveyard currently? Okay, so we milled, not too bad, 3 Earths. Then from here, let's see. We can summon Gilasaurus. Yeah, we can do that. And then from here, this is going to be interesting. Trying to figure out a way how to possibly get into Curious right now, but I don't think we can, since we didn't mill too well off of that. Let's see.
Well, we can't really make Earths with this.
No.
Like, I know sometimes you play stuff just like this. I think you need, like, a Dark Extender in a lot of cases.
If we would have had a danger right here, that would have been a little better. Let's just go for Material Appaloosa, I guess. Or we could, go for an Avermax, but this will work just fine.
I think Avermax is Appaloosa is really only good when it's this big.
Yeah, 1 Seer, Dante 2, and then Dante
Special
can add,
Dante.
Yeah, Special Dante, and then add Seer. The classic Seer Dante loop.
I guess we'll end here and hope we don't die.
Yep.
Alright, good luck killing us. Come on,
Dark Ruler no more.
Those are like my best cards in my deck.
Yeah. Or a Lightning Storm.
Good thing Dante is in defense.
I love it, man.
I haven't been able to get any Lightning Storms.
I've been very lucky with being able to pull 2 out of 3 boxes. Cock-a-doodle-doo. I haven't seen that card in a long time.
It was like in one of these starter decks. Not that long ago.
Gets you to needle fiber though, I guess.
Yeah, it's just a tuner you could special if your field is empty.
O-line.
Good thing I still have one O-Lion left. Sold one.
Yeah, I think my friend has like 5 or 6 of those laying around, so pretty lucky. I don't think I've ever actually like owned that card until I picked up this deck. I had the only reason to play it because I used to actually not play it in place. Oh my god,
This thing's in Eternity Code, right? Link Cross.
Yeah, I believe so. I
So
used to
he used
not
a Link
play
2,
the O-Lion.
so he gets 2 tokens, right?
Yeah. I think I've only had this card used on me like one other time. This would be the second time. Special summons a tuner. So, O-Line.
Maybe he's going for the Mecha Phantom Beast Link monster. I think it uses a token to make it.
Yeah, I think it requires like machines or something along the line of that. I'm not totally sure. That card is pretty insane too.
Trying to think if we could have played our turn differently.
We could have possibly done tour guide for the Rhino Warrior in our hand, and then summoned out.
So neg.
Well, I mean, it gets an extra Earth in our graveyard, and it's not doing anything in our hand otherwise. But we could have done that to get Edgimp, and then brought out Edgimp, and then possibly would have because then we would have still had 2 fiends. So I don't think we could still been able to get into Curious there either way. Muddy Mud Dragon. Mechaba. Interesting.
Yeah, Muddy Mud Dragon's an interesting synchro. I think it is polymerization. And it can be used for any monster. So it can be Alistair in this case.
And ABC monsters. Very interesting.
Monster Reborn is really good.
Yes, it is.
Be really funny if you took Chreubini just to send some random level 3 to grave. Always wanted to do something like that to somebody else. I find like Monster Reborn is best used for me has been like Monster Reborning zombie players Baller Drock.
Yeah.
Because then they like can never play through it.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
What you gonna target?
What else is in his grave currently?
He's got Muddy Mud Dragon. If he wanted a fusion again, assuming it's not once per turn. Of course, it's once per turn.
Okay, good. O-Lion. Now we might see. I don't think he can make a Rorodon with what he has.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's Mecha Phantom Beast Auroradon, I believe. And I think it takes like 3 machines or something. Oh, he's making Union Carrier. Okay.
Alright, this is supposed to be the next big thing, right? You're supposed to like equip a monster in your deck to a monster.
You target like something on your field, and then like original type or attribute you can equip from deck. And then you like can't special summon that monster, I believe, with that name for the rest of the turn.
Okay, so he targeted the Light Machine Mechaba, so that'll attach an ABC piece, I guess. He's got B in grave. He's got C on field, so if he can get rid of his Mechaba, which is like something you don't really want to do, he can get Buster Dragon.
And he can't use Union Carrier as link material this turn, I believe, either.
I'm glad they're giving some monsters that kind of restriction.
I was expecting a lot more than that, to be honest.
Me too. Please don't negate Dante. Well, I guess we want him to run out of cards in his hand.
We'll put back Chreubini here, actually, and see what happens.
He should negate it by pitching his A. That'll let him make a Buster. Well, he doesn't have a zone for Buster right now. But he still probably has monsters to discard to negate our next play.
We'll see what we draw for turn.
Yeah, draw was more powerful than expected, because we definitely could have went into Saryuja if it made sense.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely had everything we needed for the Saryuja play. It's just maining Droll Knock is a thing currently, which I can't blame people for doing. But
Oh,
wait,
there's no way this is not once per turn. Oh,
one
he's just
link.
making Buster.
Did you summon that again?
He's just going to want to make Buster, that's all.
Okay. That card is insane. Yeah, Auroradon I think takes 2+ machine monsters to go into. And is a link 3, so he probably will make that next turn if we make it that far. Yeah, and that's where we scoop. Because I don't think we can do much against Buster and Mechaba.
Yeah, Scoop seems appropriate. Let's side accordingly.
Yeah.
Do we side at all?
Trying to think. He's maining Droll Knock.
There's not much we can do about Droll because we don't play
Yeah.
Called By. We don't really have space for Called By.
I'm trying to see if it's worth it possibly here. I mean, we didn't really see too much of his deck. I mean, siding Order Griffin here would be necessary, but I don't think we. Or no, he had Lightning Storm, did he not?
Oh yeah, he did Lightning Storm.
He started with Lightning Storm, but like Nat Beast takes care of that anyways, so I don't think we really need to side here.
All right. Oh, he rage quit because we didn't want to wait for us to side deck.
I guess so. People do that on YGO Pro.
Let's run it back. Yeah, a lot of people join matches thinking they're singles with no intention of side decking.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a lot easier to get a bunch of free wins on singles when you're playing like a go second deck and your opponent's,
Yeah.
just doing whatever.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we won the dice roll. Maybe we can combo.
All right, this hand I like. I would start with the normal sum of the Sea Archiver. And then follow up with the tracker, and then into Chreubini. Chreubini send the graph, summon Seer, if we can get to that point. And at this point, if he did have Ash on the graph, it wouldn't make too big of a difference because we could still get into Dante, which allow us to further extend, which he is really good and has it. So, yeah, we'll just summon Leonis and then use the Sea Archiver. And,
cool, we're actually going to get to use it more than once.
Yep. And then we'll just make Dante and detach the Leonis in mill 3.
Well, we want the Earth in the graveyard. Also, if we wind up leaving Dante here for some reason, we're protecting the Sea Archiver from getting, like...
Mm-hmm. All right, so... Yeah, so we're going to use this Foolish here to send Block Dragon. Now, it is unfortunate that we won't have Seer to bring back Dante to get an extra card or get an extra monster on board, but that's fine. So we'll summon Block Dragon by banishing the Giant Rex in our hand and just any 2 level 3s in grave. And then we'll bring out the Giant Rex and be off to the races, as I like to say.
So our usual party?
Yep.
All 4, right?
Yep.
Alright, Chain Link's the most important thing in this deck.
Yeah, so we'll do Chain Link 1 Saryuja, Chain Link 2 Block Dragon, Chain Link 3 Dante.
So the Dante's protecting us from an Ash, but he's already got Ash. He's already Ashed us,
just add back the graph. That'll give us a free draw, essentially, off the Saryuja. And then we'll add Fossil Dyna and Gigantes. And then we'll see what we draw here.
It's a lot of block.
Yeah, we're going to put back the graph for certain. That's pretty much always one of the first things that goes back. We can put back a Block Dragon, since we already have one of those secured. And we can put back the O-Lion too. We'll keep the Mathematician because we're going to use that actually to make a Curious here. And let's see what's in our graveyard right now. Just like an Earth count.
Son of a bitch.
Okay, that's fine.
This might be the same guy. I might just not have been paying attention.
It's all right. Yeah, we have, let's see, we have Giant Rex, Math, and that. Okay, so we'll use Saryuja here to special summon the Mathematician. And then we'll summon Block Dragon by banishing the other 3 Earths in our graveyard. That isn't the Block Dragon, so yeah, it'll be Yeah, Leonis, Giant Rex, and Mathman will be fine. And then we'll make Curious here with these 3, and then we'll send Glow Bulb and see what we can get off the mills.
Where are you at, Bulb?
The bulbous growth.
Bulbasaur was always my boy.
Yep. Let's see. We milled Edgem Sabers, which is all right. It's not the greatest. Yeah. So here we'll just summon out Gigantes by banishing the Saryuja, and then we'll use Glow Bulb. We'll get into Nat Beast. Mill Gallus, it's whatever. And then we'll summon out the Nat Beast. And then here, since we're not going to be able to get Dinah on board since our plans were foiled, so we'll use Sabers. And actually, before we do that, but yeah, it doesn't matter. I think we're good in the graveyard as far as Earths are concerned. We should be able to summon Block Dragon here. We'll banish 3. We'll banish Glow Up, Gigantes, and Gallus. Doesn't matter.
Can block be destroyed by card effects?
It cannot be.
Alright, so I can just summon an attack. I mean, it's better in defense, I guess.
Yeah. I was gonna say here we can make Avermax with using the Block Dragon and the Sabers for Cerberus, and then we could follow up into Avermax if we want, or we could leave our board as is, and if they destroy our Curious, potentially plus off of that. But the battle phase protection of the Nat Beast, I think, is okay, because they'll have a harder time getting around Nat Beast, which could be shutting off a decent portion of cards in their hand. So
Avermax, you think?
Yeah, we'll go for Avermax.
Throw away the Cerberus?
Yeah. Cerberus and Phoenix serve like kind of a double role in the extra deck. Obviously, they're good for removal, but a lot of times with this deck, you do need Link 2s, whether it be to... we don't need to summon Block Dragon again there. We'll just end our turn and see how good he is at the game based on what you draw. But they serve like dual purpose for like Link climbing, gaining advantage during the opponent's turn, like if we're able to co-link.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy.
Of course.
Man, everybody's just really good at the game today. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
We'll just shuffle back his fusion.
That way he could use it again.
Yeah. Everybody's got... Honestly, I will say, like, this is more hand traps that I've seen on YGO Pro in quite some time. I play this deck for hours on end on my stream, and like I very rarely run into like this many main decked hand traps, which is just kind of funny. It's just, I guess it's just variance at the end of the day. With like the hands that we draw and what our opponent has, there's really not much you can do about it at the end of the day. And he's gonna make Infinity here probably and slurp up our Nat Beast. He's not gonna care about. Oh, he's got the altar. Okay.
Yeah, I can't wait to see these cards in person.
Yeah. So we still have Block Dragon engraved, which is kind of nice because he can't negate the summon of that because it is inherent, which is amazing.
So I feel like we're going to probably summon 2 Block Dragons and overlay for Ding. He'll negate that, then we attack him.
Mm-hmm.
But if we do that, then he just makes Mega Fleet again.
Yeah, we'll see what we draw, see how much resources
I know what
we
we're
have
drawing.
engraved.
We are drawing Fossil
we're
Dino.
drawing... Yeah, that's right.
Actually, if we make Ding and Fossil Dino, then we probably are pretty safe.
Yeah, let's see how many Earths we have in our grave. Do we have 6 apart from the 2 Block Dragons?
2, 3.
We do not. Okay, so...
I guess Block and Defense is probably all we got, really, right?
Yeah, because then he can't take it with the whatever it's called, Cyber Dragon Infinity.
Yeah. All right, break our board.
And then, yeah, we'll just pass from there.
Yeah, I'm tempted to set the Fossil Dino, because he's going to have to do something to get over Block Dragon. Like, if he makes Seeger, he might attack into it and then get killed.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no guarantee he'll do that. He might just attack the Fossil Dyna and then negate it.
Mm-hmm.
So his deck has some funny cards that you can like crash in it. Like, oh, the Gigantus can pop a bunch of back rows. Pretty cool.
Yep. Had that happen to a lot of people where they don't realize like that Gigantes actually has like an effect other than being like an Earth Aqua Spirit, and then they're like, I was playing against prank kids last weekend at locals, and the guy ran over my Gigantes while he had like 3 set back row and his field spell up, and just I'm like, yeah, have you stormed? No response. It's funny. Okay, so we draw a Rescue Ferret, not the greatest.
I don't think we should do anything.
No.
But if he eats one more monster,
we can set the Fossil Dyna here and just play around with that.
I think we should protect that because I think hopefully we can actually do the Dingirsu protect Fossil Dyna.
Yeah, because if we draw, I think we need
set
like
Ferret.
One more Earth.
Well, yeah. Ferret's an Earth, and then if we draw another Earth, we can do this again.
Yeah, that's fine.
We just need him to not normal summon something, and then oh wait, Infinity only eats special summon monsters, right?
Yes.
Oh, attack position monster.
Yeah.
No, he's gonna eat the Droll.
Oh boy. That's fine.
Well, that means we get to keep the Ferret.
Mm-hmm. And then we can bait out a negation here just by searching another copy of Block Dragon.
Oh, now we can't get over a Block Dragon again.
Yep. Still at 2,900 though.
It's pretty big Infinity.
Draw another block. Okay.
Anything we could make productive?
Is there a way we can get into the BLS link?
Well, we can make Fossil Dyna. We have Edgem Saber, so we could put the Fossil Dyna back. We could flip summon the Ferret. All this stuff loses to the Cyber Dragon, though. But all right, so flip Ferret. Special Edgem Sabers. Oh, he might negate that.
Mm-hmm.
Then Block Dragon. So I guess we should go into Sabers just to see if he negates it. Or we could
just like pass again and just put the ball in his court essentially and see what he has.
All right, it's tough in this deck. I feel like once you do your turn 1 play, it's like hard to follow up afterwards.
Well, we really didn't even get to do a turn 1 play for the most part because, I mean, we didn't open that well. We didn't draw that. Yeah, we got drolled and, like, had to make a plan B play, I guess. Avermax Nat Beast, which is threatening as it sounds, and some like that board and like against some decks is an outright win, but against some of the decks they just don't care. But drawing Graph is pretty good, I guess. What do we have? I think Seer's already in our grave, is it not?
We don't have Seer.
Seer's not in our grave. Okay.
We have Chreubini and we have Dante. Did he call by it or just never made it onto the board?
Yeah, no, I don't think it ever made it. So we can normal the Graph here, and then special Block Dragon, and then use the effect of Graph and see what he does to that. And if he doesn't negate that, then Seer will go through, and then Seer can get us Chreubini, and Chreubini can get us another card to work with.
All right, All right, nothing wrong with any of that. So normal Graph, special block.
Mm-hmm.
I guess from grave, so he doesn't know we have another one.
Yeah. And then we'll just banish the Ferrets. We'll get rid of the Dyna here, unfortunately, but it's fine. And that will summon out the Seer if he'll let us.
Well, at least he keeps eating his attack points.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I think that's all we can do there.
Yeah. Hopefully we can finally get a game where we actually like make the turn 1 board.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Uh-oh.
The core.
Yeah, core's broken.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll Mega Fleet himself for us.
Hopefully.
I was playing Mega Fleet in my extra deck since like last Nats
for
like months. Just because I was playing the Cyber Dragons for like an Orcust engine.
Mm-hmm. Card is bonkers.
Yeah. Too bad Mega Fleet
can't be.
Lose
it's like a pseudo spell speed 4. Can't respond to it.
Yeah, I think of it as super poly minus the super poly.
Yeah. You don't have to discard for it.
I've got discard. Your opponent. You can
Can't
even do it
negate
like
it
a
with
set
Imperial
monster.
Order.
Yeah, if you set a Cyber Dragon monster, you can do it.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Ruh-roh.
Hey, our Nat Beast is back in our grave.
Now Infinity's gonna be back. Yeah, I think this is it. I think we should scoop this one up.
Yeah.
If this is the same guy as before, he's just gonna scoop
Yeah.
before we side.
Let's just side out Sekis for Order and then swap the Lingaribo for Nightmare Griffin. That's usually been my go-to.
Sounds good. Although we have to make our board resistant to Mega Fleet.
And usually Fossil Dyna does just that.
Yeah, Fossil Dyna does that. Also, just having Griffin in the main monster zone should sort of do that.
Mm-hmm.
Every once in a while you play against somebody like, oh, how sad is it you're actually like advertising your YouTube.
Yeah, I don't get those people.
Alright. Combos.
Alrighty. We'll start with the Jackalope here, because I don't want to commit our normal summon just yet. Oh, he's super good. American Sniper. And we'll go for Tracker here. Or Wheeler, doesn't make a difference. It's a level.
We can summon it now if it makes sense to do so.
Yeah, let's summon it now just in case. Because if he does have Ash for the graph, it could be. I mean, if he has Ash for graph of this particular board, we're not doing
keep
too
the dark.
much. Yeah. Let's send Rhino here to get us an additional Earth, and then we'll use that to send graph.
Please don't ash us. Yes, it worked.
Yeah, I mean, if he ashes the Rhino War, he's not smart because that just leaves the graph in the deck for us to use. You know. So yeah, now we'll overlay for Dante for the Traveler. And here, this is something I don't usually do. So usually I detach not the graph or not the seer, but here we'll detach the seer. Because I don't want to take any chances if we don't mill like something in our grave that we can extend with. So yeah, in this case we didn't. So we'll use the seer, bring back the graph. It doesn't make too big of a difference. And then we'll put Block Dragon on the board and try to just be all ignorant with our combo.
Saryuja time.
Yeah, and so we do have Order in our main deck now, so we don't need to try to set up like intricate play with Glow Up Ball in a level 4. So Glow Up Ball potentially at this point becomes just another extender in the graveyard, so we can just link all to Saryuja now.
Alright.
And then Chainlink 1 Saryuja, Chainlink 2 Block Dragon, Chainlink 3 Dante.
Saryuja, Block, Dante.
Yep.
Okay.
Then Dante will add Seer.
Yeah, I was having trouble finding good uses for Beatrice sending things.
Mm-hmm.
What are we getting here?
Double
Gigantes
Gigantes,
twice?
yeah. Free cards. Alright, those are all really good. So we'll put back a Gigantes and the Seer. And we'll put back... We already have a Block Dragon Engrave, so we'll put back the Block Dragon.
Although it might help us get to, like, a ding.
That is true, but I don't think we need to worry about that just yet.
Alright. That doesn't matter.
Then from here, let's see if he has the Droll, actually. Lancia!
Well, we have this.
Gotta love it. We still haven't normal summoned yet, so that's really good. So we'll normal summon Mathman.
Alright, so... Okay, well, we can still special, so yeah.
Yeah. Normal Mathman, use that to send no line. Or actually, we don't need to send a line. Let's send Edgimp. And then from here, we can use Edgimp and we'll stack the Fossil Dyna. And then we'll use the Jackalope. That's fine. We can't use the whatever it's called anyways. We pick that card back up again. That's fine. And then we can use... we haven't used Saryuja's special summon effect yet. So let's see here. Because I'm trying to get
We might not be playing around that Cyber Dragon too well, though.
I mean, there's really not much we can do about it. It's just like kind of a bad matchup at this point. I would, yeah, let's use Saryu, or not Saryu, let's just use Destrudo here and target Mathematician. It doesn't matter. And then we'll make Curious. And we'll stun
Well, I
him.
was thinking we can try and make an Avermax in the main monster zone, and then special the block. Maybe he won't get over us that way.
Let's see. I mean, I see what you're saying. We could potentially make... But then we don't have a way to get Fossil Dyna on the board.
Oh no, we could use the 4 monsters we currently have, make a Phoenix and a Cerberus, make them both into Avermax, and then just put Fossil Dyna next to it somewhere.
But we have no way to do that since we already used... Well, no, okay, I see what you're saying.
We haven't specialed with Sarducci yet.
Yeah. We have a Block Dragon Engrave, right? Well, we can't banish anyways, so...
yeah, I mean, it's just a way to protect it. We're running low on time.
Yeah, we'll make Avermax, sure.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the right play, but it's a play.
Yeah, and then we'll just link into Avermax and then use the Saryuja for the good old Fossil Dyna.
It's fine. It's not like he's playing a hard-going second deck.
Also, one thing that doesn't make sense to me is that he's siding Lancia. I feel like Lancia is an awful side deck card this format.
Well, it stops block. It stops Gem Knight FTK. I think that showed up at YCS Utrecht. What was it, Distant Coder?
But
Oh, son of a bitch.
That's why I wanted to go for the order. Oh, well. He's really good at
there's
the
no
game.
way to know. He's playing like 10 ways to out things we're doing.
We had like, there were so many options there. Like, we could have done this play was one of the options. We could have gone for Curious, for Imperial Order, and then made Griffin, and see what we mill. Because we could have used Saryuja to special summon the I can't say its name right now, the Destrudo. Then we could have made Curious sends Order, see what we mill there. If we mill into any good extenders, then we could possibly use something to bring back the Destrudo, make a co-linked Griffin, pitch the Dyna, set back Order, draw a card, and go from there. But either way, he still has seems like a decent hand. I'm not a Cyber Dragon player, but it seems like his hand was pretty okay to start.
I think core dupe is
core dupe is actually insane.
Core dupe is the nuts, and there's no way we recover. We just don't have the cards to do it.
Yeah,
I mean, technically, he only has one monster. I guess he can get over both of these guys because he'll eat one, and then Seagull will let him attack over one. Oh, that's just unnecessary. Bad manners.
I love it, dude. I love it.
Well, I approve of anyone who just goes excessive on all their combos. I think he forgot he can't do damage.
I would like to be able to do my combo today, but I guess the
Well, let's try and get one recording of us actually accomplishing the combo before we call it, even though I know this wasn't the best showing, but I mean, we're getting hand-trapped a lot. And this deck is semi-reliant on, like, Saryuja going through, and Saryuja gets chain blocked a lot, but we don't plan on getting drolled all the time.
I mean, usually, like, I've gotten drolled. I've gotten drolled plenty of times playing this deck, and obviously, they usually do it after the first Saryuja. And like, if you've drawn good off the Saryuja, if everything else is good in your graveyard, like, usually you can still make some kind of decent board after that. But that just wasn't the case here. It's just variance. But yeah. And Mermail is like one of those decks that's just, it has that fan base, but...
Alright. We opened Mad Extenders.
We did, but we are going second, unfortunately.
I don't know. We won our game going second before, but we don't get to show the combos. I think we combo regardless of what he does.
Mm-hmm.
Unless he searches like Super Poly.
Discarding Mare. Searches Instant Fusion. Chreubini, Instant Fusion, Window Pass.
Oh no, this is the Rocket deck.
That's right. Did it play Mare?
Oh, maybe. Maybe not. But the 3-axis deck would like search the Instant Fusion to go into Darkfire Dragon to go into the
yeah, to like LP plays or whatever.
Striker Dragon.
Striker Dragon, yeah.
It could just be a smaller deck version of that,
Mm-hmm.
but Mare is like an odd choice in there. Or we'll get to see some BA combo. Since ours keeps getting disrupted.
Yep.
Have you tried hand traps in here?
No.
Hmm.
And I don't really want to because I feel like this deck in its own right has like good board breaking potential, but like boards nowadays I feel like don't care that much about hand traps to begin with. So like I feel like we draw the Gizmek. That is nice.
Well, it would have been more helpful before because all we can do now is really like special.
Yeah, let's.
We have to attack over Chreubini like twice.
Well, we can just clear Winda and then we're pretty much good to go, right?
Yeah, I forget how you do that.
Yeah,
all right,
so we'll just
special
summon Gizmek and go battle phase.
I mean, if one of our normal summons is worth doing now, we could just attack over the Chreubini as well. I mean, he'll probably just send the Skarm to grave.
Mm-hmm. We obviously would normal summon Mathematician. We opened the O-Lion, so I'd probably send Sabers if we were to normal summon that right now. So we can do that if you want to.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of. I want to get more effectiveness out of our battle phase this turn since it's not much of a battle phase.
Yeah, so we'll send Sabers.
All right, and attack.
We got very lucky in drawing the Gizmek, but everybody else we played against today has gotten very lucky against us. So it's about time.
Maybe he'll just send a set card to the graveyard.
You'd send
definitely
any card, yeah.
Well, I'm sure he'd want.
I imagine he'll send Skarm at least, yeah.
All right.
And yeah, we'll main phase 2.
What did we banish? Bulb. Sea Archiver.
Sea Archiver. Dinah.
Dinah.
I mean, the fact that those are banished if we're going second doesn't make too big of a deal. So here we'll use the Edgemp to stack the O-Lion. And then we'll just mill it for free with our Gallus. So we could get 100% guaranteed Gallus to go through unless he has Call by the Grave or DD Crow.
Oh, son of a bitch.
That's fine.
Well,
we still stack the cost,
deck.
yeah. Joke's on him.
Right. Gallus, let's go.
Success rate 100. And then we'll make a Chreubini of our own with the Mathman and the token.
Oh, what do we make it? Token and what?
Token and Mathman.
Alright.
And then dump Seer, or dump Graph, dump Summon Seer shenanigans.
Oh yeah, we didn't lose any of these guys.
Yeah, thank God.
Oh, we should have boosted his guy. It'd be funny.
And then the Seer. And then we can summon out the Tracker right now while we have some level 3s out. And then make Dante with the Gallus and the Seer. And then we'll detach the Gallus and mill 3. And we mill Block Dragon and Sekka's Light. I like that. Let's use Sekka's Light graveyard effects and put back the Rhino and see what else we can draw into.
Come on, something good.
Dotscaper's really good. So yeah, now we'll summon Block Dragon. We'll banish. We can keep the Scaper in our hand for the time being. We'll just banish the 2 Galluses and the Mathman. And then here, I'm pretty sure we can just like Boral Sword Ding. So we'll just make Ding with the.
Oh, we're in main phase 2 because.
Oh yeah, we're in main phase 2. That's right. Okay, so let's go ahead and link Block Dragon, Dante, Tracker, and Chreubini for Saryuja. Sometimes I always forget that the battle phase has already been exhausted.
All right. Chain links.
So Saryuja 1, Block Dragon 2, Seer 3, Dante 4. That's like the biggest chain link that you'll usually do with this deck. We'll summon out
Special
Dante.
Dante or Chreubini?
We'll summon Dante.
All right.
Because Dante is great for recurring cards to our hand for Saryuja to give us essentially, in quotes, a free card to keep off of it. Doesn't really matter where it goes here. And then we'll add double Gigantes. And here we'll put back Libic, Tour Guide, since we've already normal summoned, and Seer. Just like that. And then here we'll use the Saryuja to special summon the Scaper. And then from here, how many Earths do we have in our grave currently other than the Block Dragon? Okay, we have 1. So we'll summon Gigantes by banishing the Tracker. And then we'll make Curious with Saryuja, Scaper, and Gigantes. And then here we have a few options.
Oh, I said yes to Scaper.
That's fine.
Not sure I meant to.
Chain Link 1,
you're right.
Yeah, Chain Link 1 Curious, Chain Link 2 Scaper, just so we can block. And let's see what we got in grave here. We have the options for Giant Rex. We have the options for Rhino. We have the options for Destrudo. Nat Beast would have been nice, but, you know, can't have everything. So I guess we'll send... We'll send Giant Rex.
Giant Rex.
Yeah.
Feels like the right thing here. Oh, and Rhino.
Yeah, we'll just use it. We'll dump...
Oh, I forgot we don't have the best fiends for this.
Yeah, we've already used Searing Graph. So we can just dump the Libic to deck then. Which is fine. Then from here, we want to make something that is oppressive. So we can special... What do we have else in our grave right now, actually? Keep asking, but...
Just block as our...
And we have...
extender.
Okay, so let's... This will work perfectly. Let's go ahead and Gigantes for Giant Rex. And then what we'll do with these is we'll make... We'll actually get to show off, like, Lingeribo here, too, just in case he maybe is playing evenly matched. I don't know, but we have enough resources to spare. So we'll link everything... The Giant Rex, the Gigantes, the Curious, and the Dante in that 4 Meteor Appaloosa.
One more time on which monsters I'm using.
Giant Rex, Curious, Gigantes, and Dante.
I got the right 3?
And the Dante too, yeah.
Just making sure.
Yep.
There's a lot of monsters with very different names.
Yeah.
Very...
And then we'll add back
easily.
Graph.
That'll get us to our Seer later if we need it.
Yep, and then we'll link the Scaper for Lingeribo. Just a quick play or quick effect trap negation if we need it, and then we'll summon out Block Dragon again. We'll banish what else do we have in our grave? Yeah, we can banish the Gigantes. We'll banish Scrapper Cycler most importantly, and we'll banish any other Earth. It can be Saryuja, it doesn't matter. And then we'll overlay the Block Dragon and the Gizmek into good old Ding. And
send his ass to the graveyard?
Yeah, we can send it. We also have the option to attach the what is it called? The Scrapper Cycler if you wanted to, but doesn't make a difference. We'll clear the Chreubini off his field so he doesn't have that as a thing to bait out for our Appaloosa next turn anyways, so...
And I guess we'll just be negating Skarm.
Yeah, and...
That's that, right?
Yep.
All right, we did a combo, going second of all things.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we won't let that go through.
No search for you, sir.
And now, if he is playing evenly matched, which I probably don't think he is, but we have protection from that. We have protection from impermanence, and he has Tour Guide, so we're definitely going to say no to that.
Get hand trap, magneted, with an on-field effect. Oh no, he got to the field.
That's fine.
Are you streaming?
I'm recording.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Roommates are here. Oh no, my Ling. I guess we protect it?
Oh,
it's not that
we don't need to
useful of a
protect
card.
it. He didn't have even.
We do want to protect like one card though.
Yeah, we'll protect the Appaloosa for sure.
That way we could detach our
Block Dragon.
Well, we have 2 blocks in hand. I guess we should.
Yeah, we can detach the Gizmek. It's fine. We only have 12 left in deck at this point, but if we need to push for damage, we can use it for that.
Not much he can do with these 2 monsters. Should we summon it now? Because if we don't summon it now, odds are we won't be summoning it at all.
I don't think we need to summon it, so we can just draw for turn. All right, so we have Gilasaurus, which is whatever. We have what is in our graveyard currently? Let's see.
Well, for activatable effects, just the Gizmek. We've got Scaper. We haven't used its banish effect yet. We have Rex.
So Seer is still in the deck, I think.
Yes.
So we'll normal summon the Graph and then just tutor out Seer.
I can protect it and detach the Block Dragon.
Nope.
Just saying, I've done that before. It's been pretty cool.
And then yeah, we'll just summon out the Seer and then not protect and then get our free card from the grave. Which is Chreubini is an option, but as far as like other level 3s we have in the deck, I'm not entirely sure what they consist of. But we can do Chreubini here since it is a free link too. Which we just essentially need Boral Sword with the Appaloosa. Yeah, we'll use
see what we got.
So we have Sangan. We'll just send something with the most, or well, let's send Gilasaurus. It's an Earth. Boost that up to 19. And then we have Gizmek and Grave. So we'll summon out a Block Dragon. And we'll banish the Scaper for it as well. And that'll just get us right into Boral Sword.
The Giant Rex as well?
Yeah, we can banish Giant Rex too. Those 2 cards in Grave are just so amazing every time. Really good way to play around Dweller too is like to get those cards to the graveyard and just use their effects while banished, and then just use those cards instead of other things. And then we'll link the Chreubini, the Block Dragon, or we can leave the Block Dragon. We'll just link the Chreubini, the Scaper, and the Rex for Boral Sword. Yep.
And I guess we just need Appaloosa to negate.
Negate the Gizmek. Yep. And then we can summon Block Dragon again. Just to put like the extra pressure on. We're not worried about Nibiru either here because we have 2 negates here on our Appaloosa. We'll banish yeah. Doesn't make too big a difference. And then we'll head right to the battle phase.
Alright.
We have 1 card extra for Gizmek too if we really need it. That'll run that over. Thankfully Appaloosa negates activation, so even if he had something in the damage step, we could stop it.
Well, it'd be preferable if he has something in the damage step, because then he can't use the Gizmek in the damage step, so he can't like chain to get it by. Although the Block Dragons are big enough to deal with Gizmek.
Yeah, and then we'll attack with Block Dragon. He's gonna have to use Gizmek here if he doesn't,
or he just knows it's not worth doing.
Worth it, yeah.
All right.
So
will he make us go first?
Yeah, I would imagine he's probably gonna. I would think that he'll probably go first. So here I would probably side in both the Phantasmes. I'd probably do 3 Dark Ruler. As well as 2 Kumungus. And we can drop a Sekka's Light. We can drop both Gilas, Rescue Ferret, and Sangan. And we can also drop, per se, the Destrudo and a Snack. And that should be good.
All right, let's roll. Or rock. BA.
Yeah. Oh, we drew a side deck card. I never draw those things.
Hey, and we actually are going second, so it's not stupid.
Yeah. Hopefully it is his full. Well, this deck can get Imperial Order too, which I mean, if he has it, he has it. So let's just hope he doesn't have it per se.
Well, he made a really weird board last time, so
Yeah,
who
it
knows
was
what he's
just
going for.
more of a minimal board. It was just like the window with Cherubini, cheeky little like lockout play. Discards Mally. Okay.
It's pretty good discard he got there.
Yeah.
He's playing over 40 cards. He's got 2 in grave, 2 on field. That's 4 cards. 38 in deck. That's 42, and 4 in hand is 46. 46 card main deck.
Interesting. So is he? I wonder if he'll do the exact same play again.
Apparently, it was good enough for him to do it last time. Maybe he'll just do that. I'm guessing he just didn't have an extender to make Dante last time.
Yeah. That might be what it is. Going for Farfa.
We don't really have 2 level 3s that we can summon at the moment. We
I
might
would
actually
just
want to do it.
because like if he, well, actually, yeah, no, we can see Archiver now. Yeah, we'll do that. I was ready.
I'm also thinking if he puts out Winda.
Farfa, but it'll come back either way.
Yeah, but if he summons a Winda, we also won't have to. We can probably get to a play without without having to special twice. You know.
Yeah.
So any specialing we can do now is good. Just don't make Thousand Eyes. Just make Winda. Yeah.
This seems so weird.
Well, you can only special one more time, so it's like a weird place to end.
Appaloosa, maybe? Yeah.
Okay.
He's gonna
That's dumb, because Winda's going to die. Actually, maybe it won't.
This is interesting. So end
Well,
phase?
that's now...
Okay. Well, now he's just going to lose Turbo Hard to Dark Ruler, so we'll start with that immediately.
Get Ruler.
Drooler no more. And then we'll just scrap Recycler and dump a line and just have a party. That was a pretty good card to draw for turn. It doesn't matter. We'll link it to Cherubini. We essentially just made him discard a card for no reason. Yeah, and then we'll dump Rhino. That'll dump Libic. Libic will summon the Graph, and then Sea Archiver will come out. Well, Sea Archiver's banished.
Sea Archiver's banished, yeah. I was trying to think if there was a way to, like, not let it get banished.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Libic.
Libic.
Yep. And then Libic for Graph. And let's see, we've already normaled. Have 2 Earths. Let's.
Well, we can actually pop the window to draw a card.
Yeah, let's do that. Well, window's negated, so yeah, let's do that. And we'll discard the Block Dragon. Yeah, we'll chain link 1, chain link 2. Cerberus being 1.
Thinking whether it should be blocked, because the Sabers is stuck in our hand unless we pitch it.
That is true. Yeah, we can discard the Sabers. Gotta love those co-link draws. Matt, that's another Earth, so that's good.
So we special the Seer.
Yep, and then Seer will bring back
Cherubini. Okay. Trying to see where this is going. At the moment, it's a little vague.
Yeah, it doesn't really make too big of a difference there. Then let's see.
We have the Earths now, though.
Yeah, let's we can go for Saryuja here. Because we have 2 monsters there. We could Sabers and then Block Dragon. Well, no, we need that Earth in our hand.
Alright, there's 1, 2 Earths in grave. Yeah, we just have to summon Block. But what do we do with it?
Let's summon Block Dragon here, and then link for the, we could either do BLS Link or Appaloosa.
We can also go Avermax by turning Cherubini and Block into Phoenix.
We could do that.
I feel like every time we've done that, it's gone badly.
Yeah, let's, let's make the BLS Link. And then put a 4,500 body that can't be targeted destroyed by card effects. We can put it there. And then we'll use Block Dragon's effect. We'll just grab Fossil and Gigantes. Haven't summoned BLS once yet, so we'll put him on the board now. And we can summon Block Dragon again, but I don't think we really need to.
Well, we can't do damage now, so...
Yeah, so let's just run it over and use the effect of BLS.
Yeah, the only reason I was thinking about going Avermax again is that it would protect our Fossil Dino next turn.
Mm-hmm. And then we'll just make it gain 1,500.
We can also make it attack next turn twice, but I guess 15 mains definitely won't be going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, that's it, right?
Yep. Because sometimes, like, there's been situations with this card where, like, I get greedy with the banish effect, and then, like, they always clear it next turn with something that has, like, 100 more attack. And I'm always, like, begrudging that I never made it gain the 15. But I remember the one time I was playing Thunder, like, playing against Thunder way long ago, and I made this card at 4,500, and he literally couldn't do anything about it. Because Titan's at 32, so you kind of have to make it 45. Proud of Plant.
Interesting open. Oh, that also suggests he plays 2, right? Because he did use it before.
Good. I mean, he could possibly play multiple Instant Fusion. Security Dragon.
Oh, wait, it can't target us.
Yeah. That does target, correct? Yeah.
It targets a face-up monster. I've been actually playing that recently.
Yeah.
Alright, back to the deck list. So, anything you want to mention or discuss about this deck that didn't come up in the games? Obviously, we didn't get to make any of the boards.
Yes. So, despite having to play through Droll and Ash, obviously cards that I think, and Lancia, we got Lancia at one time. Obviously, there are good hand traps that can slow this deck down, like any combo deck in the meta currently. But this deck's typical end board usually consists of Saryuja with Avermax, Nat Beast, Block Dragon, and Fossil Dyna on the field. And those usually are your go-to field. So the only thing you really lose to at that point are Dark Lure No More, evenly matched, which is why I've been playing the Lingeribo, because sometimes you can end on that board of Saryuja, Avermax, Nat Beast, Block Dragon, Fossil Dyna with the Lingeribo. So you don't have to worry about game one losing to that evenly matched, with some decks are opting to main deck. It's just like a precautionary thing I'm playing. It doesn't have to be played in the extra deck. You could easily play a Beatrice instead, which is what I was playing before, but decided to drop it for the Lingeribo because main deck evenly match is a thing. But yeah, that's usually the typical end board. We didn't get there, but as you can see, even if you do have like weird hands, like sometimes there's been hands where like you'll start with like Gallus, and like this is an example of like a weird hand that I've started with. Like you have like Gallus, and then like you'll have like normal summon Dotscaper, and you'll have like a Gigantes in hand. So then you can like Gallus, normal the Scaper, link for Cerberus, summon out Gigantes by banishing Scaper, and then summon in that, and then make Curious with all those 3, and then dump Block Dragon and just go from there. So like,
feels like similarly there you could even like make the Scaper into the Lingeribo early just to get an extra monster, and then the Scaper comes back, and now you have 4.
Yeah. So like, there's tons of things that can like be made from seemingly very weird hands that can turn into like good starting plays that aren't always typically Chreubini, then into Dante, then Mail, then into Saryuja, which is the typical like stepping stone process of this deck. Is Chreubini first, then Dante, then 2 other monsters, and then you're into Saryuja, and then you start assembling your board from there. Gathering advantage with your Saryujas, and then assembling the final board. But Dingirsu is in here most importantly, not just because he is good for going second, but a lot of times you might not be able to make Avermax turn 1, so like your end board turns into the Saryuja with Ding, Nat Beast, and Fossil Dyna. So functionally, the Ding is doing the same thing as the Avermax. It's protecting it in battle. It's protecting it from card effects. And then if you happen to banish the Scrap Recycler, you can attach that card as well to get 3 potential protections. Yeah, Leviair is in here too. is a good extra deck choice, because if your opponent decides to, like, say, DD Crow your Glow Up Bulb, or you happen to mill your Fossil Dyna and banish it for Block Dragon food, you can get it back off of Leviaires, like when your second to last plays, and then just have that be a part of your final board. So Leviaire is definitely a necessary card in here. And that's really all I want to say about the extra deck. Side deck, the Griffin Order thing, it's still something that I'm new to. Setting it up is not that hard, but usually the end board with that in game 2, you have Griffin co-link with Saryuja, and then either Abramax Appaloosa or with a ding, and then Fossil Dyna on board with the Order, which the only thing you really lose to at that point would be like an Evenly or like a Sphere mode, or if you still have the Lingaribo, because sometimes I will side out Lingaribo for Griffin. But in most cases, if I know I'm going to be going first, I'll side out Boral Sword for Griffin instead, because there's no real, like, Boral Sword is not going to get summoned game 1 if I go first and I have the full combo. The game
I suppose you could side out the Nat Beast if you know you're going for Order.
Yeah, that too. Because speaking of Nat Beast with the glow up bulb and everything, like, I think we talked about it during the games as well. With the you don't have to worry about making Nat Beast. So glow up bulb just becomes a free extender, and same thing with Gigantes. You don't have to worry about them, needing the level 4 and the 1 to make the Nat Beast, because you could even side out, like you said, the Nat Beast or Boral Sword, whatever it may be. And make your end board different there, because it's important to be able to stop Dark Ruler, because if that card's not in game 1, it's definitely coming in against you game 2. So Imperial Order just says no to that card when Nat Beast cannot. Dyna's already shutting down Super Poly and Contact Fusion shenanigans, whatever it may be. And yeah, it pretty much covers all except for Sphere mode, which people are citing. But even if you do get Sphere moded, like, you still have, like, in some cases, a lot of stuff left under your field and a lot of stuff in your graveyard. So they do have to sort of like put a lot of pressure on to make sure they don't get OTK'd like next turn with Block Dragon and Boral Sword, whatever it may be. But yeah, that's really all I have to say about the deck right now, I think. Ferret's relatively new to the main deck. That card is absurd to summon off Saryuja to get Bulb, get Bulb, Scaper, and Giant Rex. Which is a 1 card Curious plus Nat Beast and Lingaribo all off of 1 card. So Rescue Ferret is just absolutely bonkers. It sucks to open in your starting 5, but like, if you can get to Chreubini without using your normal summon, you can just use Ferret to get your Graph and like any other extender underneath your Dante to be able to make more plays with later. So even at that point, it's still okay to start a combo. Sangan is also relatively new in the deck. Obviously, turning off the downside of Gilosaurus is nice. It can also grab Leonis as well, because their effects, the things that get them on the board, are summoning conditions and not effects. So Sangan doesn't turn those off. So something I still might play, might not play in the future. I don't know. And same thing with the Foolish Sekas. This is the last thing I'll talk about. The Foolish was Defrag Dragon, which is just another level 3 monster you can summon via discard, and can also summon itself out of the grave by banishing 3 monsters, I believe the same name, which I have resolved before. So if you don't want to like have these 2 cards conflict, you can drop the Foolish for defrag. But even if you mill Sekas and use its graveyard effect and draw into Foolish later, you can still use the Foolish, because the graveyard effect of second doesn't lock you out of other spells and traps. So that's still really nice to like rip a Foolish later on to dump a key combo piece, whatever it may be.
I guess the worst thing is if you mill the Foolish, then you can't use the Sekka in any way.
Yeah, and that would be the worst case scenario. But like, if it does get to that point where like maybe you're drawing the Sekka's Light off your Sorry, it's just a free card to essentially put back, and you have other cards to keep at that point. So, but yeah, that's really all I got to say. I've been playing this deck for months now. I love it. I'm gonna be taking to an OTS next weekend, so hopefully. Yeah,
I think everybody's got their OTS championships this weekend. You probably, if you're watching this, you probably just missed yours, because this is going up during that week.
Yep.
All right. Anyways, thank you, Winter, once again. Everyone, make sure you check out Winter Kills on Twitch and on YouTube, and we will see you guys next time, possibly with Galaxy.
Yep.
I'm just waiting for that support before I hit you up about that.
Sounds good.